Hello and welcome to the Daily Gas for October 29th, 2025, called Skyscraper Sudoku by Clover. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Each digit represents a skyscraper with a height equivalent to its value. Clues outside the grid tell you how many skyscrapers can be seen in that row or column when looking directly into the grid from that direction, where taller buildings block all shorter ones behind them from view. So what does that mean? Well, there's actually a great little thing that was presented to us many months ago at this point that I have saved just for this purpose. And if you were around for the last skyscraper puzzle, you would know what this is here. This is an actual visual representation. I don't know who put this together. Credit to them. Of if someone does know who put it together, then please let me know so I can properly credit them every time. But this visualization is wonderful. If we look, we can see that in the direction of the one, right, it will see one skyscraper because the 5 blocks from view the 4, 3, 1, and 2. If we look in the direction of the 2 clue, right, what it would look like in the Sudoku grid is just 4, 1, 5, 3, 2 there. However, what the 2 would quote unquote see, it would see the 4 skyscraper. The 1 skyscraper is too short, so it will be hidden from view, and it'll see the 5 skyscraper. If we look on the opposite end with the 3, it would see 2, 3, and 5, but the 1 and 4 skyscrapers would be hidden. And if we look in the direction of the 4 clue, the 4th skyscraper, we would see 2, 3, 4, and 5, but we would not see the 1. So, essentially, you need to be able to convert the grid of Sudoku into this kind of skyscraper of height x, where x is that digit, and then from there, kind of try to visualize, where we can go from there. It's an interesting one. We'll see how it plays out here. Those are the rules. Let's jump right into it. As always, I hope that visual is quite helpful. I think seeing that just was very satisfying, and it made things it put skyscraper into perspective a little bit better. But what we see here is we see a bunch of 3 clues. I noticed this pretty quickly here, where 9 happens to be the 3rd number up. What that means is we're quite limited here. Um, we need all 3 of these digits to be, or cells to be, visible skyscrapers. So this could never be anything greater than 2 because then you would only see 2 skyscrapers, which means this must be 1. This here must be 2. This must also be 2. This could be 1 or it could be 3. I don't think we know that yet. This is interesting because this 9 is 4 away. Yeah, this is a 4 with 9 4 away. And why that's interesting is because we know that this must be this all 4 of these cells must be visible, and the only way for that to happen is if this digit here is less than 4 but greater than 2, and the only option is in fact 3. Does give us 3 here. At this point, I wonder, if we can just oh, we do get a. We actually could have just done this as our first digit, but we get a 3 in the corner. This, literally, no matter what digit it is, will satisfy this 3 skyscraper clue. So that actually doesn't really do much for us here, does it? It's kind of funny. Maybe just for symmetry, because I just, that literally, no matter what digit you place in here by normal Sudoku will satisfy this 3 clue. All of these digits need to be visible. The only way for that to happen is 6, 7, 8, because we know the 1 will already be hidden, so we know that the remaining 4 cells, right, with the 5th cell being the 9, must be visible. And we can actually do something kind of similar here, except we don't know what goes here yet. So this could be 5, and then this would be 6, 7, 8. This could even be 8, and this would be 5, 6, 7. We don't have enough information yet, but When we do, this will just be in ascending order. It will be in ascending order, then 5, 5, 4. It's the same thing here. Ah, sorry, I've completely missed this 4. This 4 with a 9 here. What is less than 3 but greater than 1? It has to be a 2. Yeah, these ones all do the same thing. Like what literally whatever digit you place here will be a valid solution to the skyscraper as long as it, satisfies normal Sudoku, and then from here this will just be a thermometer. All right, well, what was I looking at? 5, 9. We still don't know if this is 1 or 3. But now that we have this, we do know for a fact that this is going to be 6, 7, and 8. So that way we can see 5 skyscrapers here. Ah, and here's something I wasn't even thinking about. This can only be 7 or 8. That means we know that 5 and 6 must go here. So that just leaves us with a 7-8 pair, which is actually going to be resolvable. 7, 8. Oh, how did I miss this? Folks, 1. One clue indicates that these are just going to be 9 because you can only see one digit. Just like in our example, where 5 was the maximum digit, in the direction of the one clue, 5, that maximum digit, was placed directly next to it. Hindsight's 2020, though, as they say, whoever they are. That's 9 there. Yeah, and this is interesting here. 7. Where does 7 go? And how does it play into this? Because 9 all the way over here, you have to build some limiting skyscrapers. Well, let's do some basic Sudoku first. And maybe that'll help us try to visualize these skyscrapers. Because we know 8, 9, no matter what goes here, it'll be blocked by the 8. So we'll see 2 here. We're going to see this one unless we get like 7 or something here. And if we did get 7 or something here, but that would also be very limiting. This could never be 7. Yeah, look at that. This could never be 7 because then you would at most see 3 skyscrapers, 7, 8, and 9, and there's not enough for 5 if you include this cell here. So actually we know 7 will go in one of these two cells. It cannot go here because then you'd only see 3 skyscrapers, which means this is in fact 7. 4 is going to be resolved there, which we also could have just done that by Sudoku. From the column then, this is the 1. And this now has to be 3, which means we can actually set the 3 there, and that should be all of our 3s. Yeah, and between 7 and 2, even without considering Sudoku, we know by skyscraper logic that this has to be the 2. So 2, 4, 6. And now here's something interesting. We know that 8 has to come before 7, because if it didn't, and it was 7 then 8, we would have too many skyscrapers. So no, 8 goes in one of these two cells, and 7 goes in one of these two cells. And again, no matter how we place that digit, this 3 clue will be satisfied. Let's just go back to the basics here because we're missing simple Sudoku. We need 2 and 1. We need, okay, we can't actually do 5, 6, but 5, 6 does give us our 7 here. This is 5, 6, 8. Can't do that. Actually, can we do that? We know this can't be 8, right? If this is 5, this would be 8, this would be 6, because you can only have 3 skyscrapers. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't think we can resolve it quite yet, but we'll come back to this and we'll have some better insight for it. Yeah, 6, 7, 8 here is also interesting, right? This is going to be 6, which means it has to be 7, then 8, which means the 7, 8 pair that we're missing. We already knew the order, sorry, from this one as well. But yeah, it works similarly here. This has to be 6, 7, 8 in one of these cells. Um, Either here or here, actually. Ah, but this cannot be 8, right? This can't be 8. So if we look and we have this kind of X-wing here, this is not allowed to be 8 because then this would be impossible. So this is 8. This is a 5, 6 pair, but that does do what? It places 8 here. And now this is 5, 6, 6, 4, 4, 1. There we go. 4 and 1. That's something. 1 and 5. And then 4, 8. We can do that for 8. 8 does give us 8 here. Is there a skyscraper we haven't considered that will have an impact on this? I don't think so. I think we've accounted for our skyscrapers where no matter how we solve by Sudoku, the skyscrapers will nicely resolve. So as such, let us find that last little bit of Sudoku that's holding us back. 5, 6. 5, 6, and what? Why am I blanking? 1. It's a chocolate teapot, isn't it? Isn't it? 1, 4, 6. Ah, and that's exactly what it is. 1, 1, 5. This is 6. This is 4. This is 6. 6 gives us 5, 6, and 5. We get 6 here. This is 7. That gives us 7 and 5 here. We get 5 and 6 here. And to finish this off, we need 2 and 4, and we are done. Just under 10 minutes at 9 minutes and 58 seconds with Skyscraper Sudoku by Clover. Few little things we had missed in the basic logic there. Like, I don't know why my brain saw the 9s symmetrically placed 3 steps away, but I didn't see the very obvious 1 that would have placed even more 9s. But in the end, I really liked the way that this played out. Hopefully, like I said, you enjoyed, and as always, thank you for watching.